Welcome people, another day, another episode with the project car, and today we have resprayed actually the whole side, the whole all tiny bits of cracks, holes and imperfections. So I think first we're gonna just trim everything off, make it nice and clear and fresh, and then from there we're gonna start to actually remeasuring this whole side with this corner over here from the other side to be exactly copy, exactly lengthwise the same. So once again, today's plan is pretty much simple, so let's get started. Good snacks, candy, sugar in the morning, perfect. So yeah, that's kind of was it. I mean, we basically carved the whole side, trimmed off nicely, so now it's pretty much smooth, doesn't have like major holes, or big imperfections. So I think now I'm gonna wait for someone to come. Somebody wants, I don't know, to fix a car or something, and later I think we're just gonna measure from the whole side, from the right side to the left side, and basically check if everything matches the same, all the gaps, all the angles and everything. So let's go. So listen up, so I have few spacers, those are 20 mil, 20 mil, two spacers, I have it here, so in total 40 millimeters, and this wheel has a spacer, so maybe I have a lot of screws, bolts for the wheel. Maybe I will try to think and figure out how to mount all the spacers as I could to be exactly this rim very close to the edge, and then I'm gonna have way easier point to actually check on it. Is it good, straight, and how it should be. So yeah, I think we're just gonna figure this out. Alright, so I have placed there is one 30 millimeter and then two 20, so in total, what is it, 70 millimeter spacers stacked up together. That's what we have. Yeah, so probably gonna need either a 10 millimeter or like a 15 to be exactly like on the edge. But just for the tolerance, I'm gonna have like closer view to measure this out. And I think I misthreaded one thread on one of the spacer, like way behind, like 30 millimeter one. Oh well. But yeah, that's what we have. Pretty nice, pretty close. And as you can see, this vent is going to be, if this like stacks up slightly more, this is basically going to be directly out the way, and you can basically start to kind of see the meat behind this vent over here. Yeah. And no, we are not gonna keep those wheels. I'm just gonna recheck with the measurements, because you know, the closer wheel are out, the easier is to kind of measure the whole arch. So yeah, I'm gonna just check it out a bit and measure it fast, and then we're gonna jump right onto the side skirt. So as you saw, this part, I was kind of checking both of the measurements. This one seems slightly smaller, and the other one was a little bit bigger. As you can see, I have marked it, like traced it, recut it, and make exactly same shapes with the measurements. So right now, looking basically the same. Super nice. I also checked with this corner where it starts. This side was kinda almost on the middle of the fin over here, and on the other side this piece was basically ending right where this edge is coming. So yeah, probably now gonna carve that went out. we have basically carved out this kind of vent, at least the hole, a bit too much over here, so you know, we sprayed it here. It was slightly covered off here, so sprayed it here also. And yeah, the little fin for the front arch, and yeah, that's how it looks. So basically later on, tomorrow probably gonna pre-cut it, make it into actual shape as the other side, and then I'm gonna figure out with this perimeter to be exactly same shapes, same thickness and so on. So that's gonna be good. So basically gonna complete one corner, then from this corner we're gonna complete it, and then I'm gonna recheck this corner exactly, this fin, and then the main part to check this whole line to be exactly the same and with the same angles. So yeah, that's kind of tough work to just go around the car all the time, but that's what we have. I mean, we cannot really rush with this stuff, and yeah, that's how it looks. So far so good. I think this arch, as maybe you can see, yeah, you can see it's kind of like covered, shaved off a bit when this wheel was, you know, like extended slightly. I just trimmed it with a sponge, and yeah, I mean, so much to do. There is actually, like, you know, a lot of crazy measurements, a lot of crazy like things to copy from one to another side, then you maybe forget and then you go again, and it's like tough work actually. It's not hard though, but it's like time consuming, and you cannot really at the end like see much of a progress, instead of just knowing that exactly like those 5 millimeters is the same on the other side. What's the situation with this part where we used epoxy and the glass fibers? I think I brought the wrong epoxy, because after like, what is it, like 3 or 4 days, still kinda sticks and still kinda at some spots pretty soft. I don't know, can you hear it? But it's like sticking. And I mean, the like here was definitely covered. You can like kind of push it like a, I don't know, like a hard, some hard material, but it's like, you know, I don't know, does it supposed to do that or not, but I think it's a wrong type of epoxy that I used. Well, at least I didn't bought, you know, like 3 or 5 liters canister. So yeah, I think later on I have some known people that are in tact with this epoxy things, and I will just gonna talk with them. They gonna send me some samples. I know there are like huge buckets, like 3 or 5 or 4 liters, which cost approximately like 60 or 70 euros for like one bucket of 5 liters. So that is like a big amount. But the thing is, they say that it kinda, when, you know, when epoxy like reacts with A to B, it kinda gets hot in the reaction of that chemical process. And the thing is that that heat is kinda eats slightly that foam, if you're gonna like do like place it directly onto the foam. So we have kind of situation like that, but I mean, we can try to do it with this like a sheetrock wall bundle, which is very like inexpensive, and you just basically can cover every single part with it and easily, you know, shave it if needed, and it's gonna be a bit harder shell, so that's kind of be good. But I don't know. First, I think we're just gonna finish completely 100% with the forms, check all 4 corners and everything. And I mean, that's pretty time consuming. You cannot really rush. Even if you wanna rush, you cannot rush, because if you did one mistake, you have to redo it, and that's like minus 2 or 3 hours of respraying and do it again and again. But yeah, I mean, overall, we're just gonna continue with the side. We're gonna accomplish 2 sides completely. The rear, I think we're gonna also be completed 100%, and then probably gonna just move slightly the car backwards and touch that front bumper, that like underground, that lip. And yeah, I mean, that's gonna be kinda it. We have a lot of other like small things to do besides, you know, like the white body kit, but I want first of all just finish this first, so we can separate into 2 different things, like white body kit and then the whole chassis, like the whole car. So yeah, anyways guys, so thank you for watching. Thank you who is always supporting. Today we hit 400 subscribers, so thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. And yeah, slowly but surely we're hitting some big numbers, some big things. So as always guys, if you like these episodes, you know what to do. You drop a like, and see you guys tomorrow.